Hi everyone, this is Edwin Paul and welcome to the Sacred Art Classes. And in today's session we will be starting off with color pencils. We will be learning the basics of color pencils and we will be doing some activities to understand the theory in a more interesting way. So as you can see, I have divided my paper into 3 sections. So in the left part of the paper I'll be drawing some images. So I'll be drawing the same images on both the sides, but the only difference is that I'll be using different time frame for drawing both the images. For the first image on the top, I'll be just using 5 minutes to draw that drawing, and in the second part I'll be using 15 minutes to draw the same drawing, and you will see how different both the drawings are looking. So I'm going to make a drawing of a tree, a landscape, and I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, so when the 5 minutes will be up, we will get a notification. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so I have completed the first image within 5 minutes, and you can see how messy it is. The colors are not in the proper order, or I haven't given the right colors for the right places. I haven't given it within the boundaries, but there are a lot of white spaces, and there is no particular methodology that I followed while drawing it. So overall it looks not very bad, but I can make it better. Let's try the 15-minute one. Alright, cool. So I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes and then we will compare the 2 images and see what effect time had on our drawing. So I have started the 15-minute timer and I'm going to draw the same picture again. So my calculation will be like I will use the first 5 minutes for drawing the outline, and then I will use the rest of the time, that is 10 minutes, for coloring the picture. I have completed the two diagrams, and you can see the massive difference between the quality of the two diagrams. In this 5-minute diagram, you have a lot of white spaces in between which are not colored. You have your color going outside the boundary, especially near the bushes. But when I got more time to correct those, you can see my bushes over here are more defined. I had time to give more details to the bushes. You can see the white spaces are comparatively very less, and also I was able to think more about the colors. So I gave a nice little violet color for the mountains at the back to show that they are really far away, and I could work on the reflections as well. Next, we are going to see some basic rules that will help us to make our drawings or paintings look beautiful. So let's dive right into it. There is a simple technique to understand the basic things that we have to take care when we are drawing. I have summed this up and created a system in which you can understand it better. So I call it the LBW rule. Okay, here the L stands for start with light colors. So L stands for light, and B stands for boundaries. So respect the boundaries. And W stands for white spaces. You should remove all white spaces. Using these rules, we shall color some basic shapes. I'm drawing a square, a triangle, and a circle. You can draw them in any order. So I'm starting with the square here. I'm using an orange color to color it. So the first rule is to start with a light. Start light. Okay. When you are not applying too much pressure, like this, what I'm doing right now, what happens is you get enough space or enough ability to blend in more colors and to make the drawing look smoother. So over this layer, you can apply a layer with slightly more pressure. So you can give more pressure on this layer so as to remove all the white spaces. In all this process, make sure that you do not color it beyond the boundaries. Try to keep your colors within the boundaries. So when you look closer into this picture, you can see small white spaces. You can see some over here, you can see some over here. So the third step, or the third rule to remove all the white spaces, comes in really important at this point of time, because it is hard for you to see these white spaces, but when you take your time and observe the picture, you will see a lot of white spaces. So fill all the white spaces with the appropriate color. There you go. So I have completed the square, and in the similar way I will complete the triangle. So I'll go light first, applying minimum pressure on the pencil and trying to keep all the colors within the boundaries. Now I am going with slightly more pressure than before, so that I will fill in all the white spaces. So when you look closely, you can see some white space over here. Just clear it. And also the bottom. There you go. So you have your green color ready, and now I'll go with the blue color for the circle. So I'll start with again a very light tone. Well within the boundaries. Now I will go with a very dark tone. Dark tone in the sense not a dark color but a higher saturated value. So we'll learn more about saturation in the next classes. So basically you're applying more pressure on the pencil. This is how you as a beginner start off with color pencils. Make sure that you follow these tips for coloring in the future. So in the next class we will do color pencil drawing with actual colors, and I will teach you more tips to make your drawings look better. Alright, so I guess you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.